Witnesses, if I understand the blockchain technology, then it is going to be transformational. We're going to go to questions. I'm going to recognize myself for the first 5 minutes. And your testimony has helped. Being a physician that has used electronic medical records in the past, and to see their advantages, but certainly their disadvantages. I've got a hospital down the road, 6 miles, that I can't talk to with an EMR. This technology could certainly be eye-opening and certainly great for patient care. As a farm guy, I do believe that national security is food security and vice versa. And Mr. Yiannas, your testimony as to the supply chain is very eye-opening for me. I consider our farmers and ranchers our thin green line, and I think that may be our Achilles heel in this nation as far as our national security is concerned, is if we have a breach in our food security. I took some notes during your testimony, and I'm going to just ask a couple of questions. Mr. Jaikaran and then Dr. Romine and Dr. Cuomo referenced that this system is tamper-proof, that it's immutable, that it can still continue to operate if bad actors are in place, that there has to be a private key, that quantum computers are doing all this fancy and light speed stuff. But I'm still concerned, how is anything, we know what happened with Bitcoin and how it was breached. How is it tamper-proof? And I'll go to you, Mr. Jaikaran, first.
Yes, thank you for the question. When we discuss the tamper-proof attributes of blockchain, we're focusing on the mathematics behind it, that cryptographically we can trust that the identities that are saying they're conducting those transactions are, and that those transactions are being validated by other users on the blockchain. Additionally, once it is added to that ledger, it cannot be changed from that point forward without the other users on the blockchain knowing that it was, so that someone couldn't go back in time and alter a transaction and expect that to be reported as the truth.
So let me interrupt you. Could there be collusion between a group of users that could change the dynamics of the program?
Yes, sir. That is one of the risks, that a large group of users on the blockchain agree to conduct illegitimate transactions, and they have legitimate identities. So now they are manipulating what one may want to consider to be that one truth to benefit their transactions going forward. This is significantly easier on blockchains that are new, a little bit harder on blockchains that are already established, just because of the amount of data that would have to be manipulated.
So, Dr. Romine, is there any standards in place at this time that can prevent a collusion type event from occurring, or for private keys being breached in a manner where more than one could be breached?
Let me take those questions separately. The issue of subversion and changing of records, as Mr. Jaikaran correctly states, would require, in most cases, the collusion of a majority of the participants involved, and that's going to be extremely difficult.
Well, I can see where in a Walmart situation where you have literally millions of people involved, that would be. But if you had a smaller group, I can see a potential issue there.
If you do have a smaller group, it is easier to do, but still likely to be visible to the entire community that a fork took place, and that an activity that went back in time, in essence, to change previous records took place. So it would be difficult to do it without detection, even in that case.
And I want to get to one more question. This is Mr. Yiannas. Walmart's efforts utilizing blockchain technology and supply chain and data managers are very promising. I think they're on the cutting edge. With your success, do you see other industries or large corporations taking advantage of this technology?
Yeah, the response to our pilots have been really interesting. We've had companies from all over the world contact us with an interest in what we're doing, wanting to learn more, and actually wanting to participate. And so there's a growing body of interest, certainly within the food sector. It's really, really large. we also see other industries having an interest. For example, it has implications for sustainability. It has implications for food waste. And so we think it just has applications for supply chains in general.
Okay. And I'm out of time. Mr. Byer, you recognize for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr.